Welcome back. A week away from the provincial election, and we have joining us today the two Liberal MLA candidates, Todd Stone, Peter Millibar. How are you guys doing?
Great. Great.
Good. 3 weeks into the campaign. First of all, Peter, how's it been going? This is a new process for you.
A new process, a lot similar to running for mayor, but obviously a little more intense, a little more focused, especially on provincial issues, obviously. And so it's been a nice change, and you know, been fighting a bad cold for the last week and a half.
Hear it a little.
But other than that, it's been really good, and good reception everywhere.
Yes. Your involvement with the TNRD as well has sort of allowed you to wear sort of that regional hat a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, so the regional hat and the regional focus, a bit of a microcosm to what happens provincially in terms of having to take that broader provincial view on items and topics, and a wide variety of geography even in the regional district itself. So similar to the province. So I think that's served me well, and have done a lot of work up the valley already through the regional district as chair and hospital board chair as well. So yeah.
What are you hearing from people? And I'll ask you the same thing, Todd, but for you, Peter, what are you hearing from people when you knock on their doors? And did you knock on doors? It's got to be a sort of a different experience to not go up and knock on somebody's door. Hi, I would like to represent you.
We both enjoy it.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah. No, so I mean, yeah, I've been knocking on doors. We have a team that's been out more than I've been able to, because I've been at other events as well. But you know, the number one thing you hear is people's concern for long-term job stability, and making sure you know that ultimately they can afford to live the type of lifestyle they want to live. You know, there's always concerns around healthcare and education and those types of initiatives. But I think the broader people in terms of their perspective seems to be that you know, first and foremost, they want to have a good paying job and make sure that the other things get paid for that way.
Has anyone offered you some Neocitrin at the door? Or?
Yeah, no. I usually back away a little. So.
Todd, for you, not old hat, but you've been through it once.
Yes, I'm having a great time. I enjoy campaigning. I enjoy getting out there and connecting with people. And I got to say about this guy here, we are really, really fortunate to have him on the team. He's done a great job as mayor. In fact, I tell everyone the phase 2 of the hospital, the patient care tower, would not be happening if it wasn't for the fact that this guy's been such a strong chair of the hospital board. So he's doing all the things he needs to be doing to connect with folks in Kamloops North and up the North Thompson Valley. Obviously, my riding extends on the from the south of the South Thompson, from Savinaw out to Chase, and you know, there's no shortcutting here. It's about, you know, one voter at a time, one doorstep at a time. You know, having an open mind, doing more listening than talking. And you know, and what Pete just said, you know, jobs is #1 thing I'm hearing about as well.
Is doctor shortage after that?
Jobs. You know, we're the only party that, you know, saying, look, we would, you know, we're behind Kinder Morgan, their project. We're supportive of LNG. We're supportive of mining. We're supportive of Site C, and you know, these are all family supporting jobs that and it all starts with a paycheck, right? The ability to look after your family starts with having that paycheck.
Okay, so I wanted to show you our question of the week last week on the 5 o'clock news with Bill O'Donovan. We have a weekly question that asks people to log on to our website, vote in, and here was the question from last week. Who do you believe is best suited to be Premier of BC? So here are the numbers. Christy Clark with 30%, John Horgan 45%, and Andrew Weaver at 25%. I was hoping to get your impressions, Peter.
I don't put too much stock in online polls, and you know, I think they're interesting for news agencies to have them. There's usually a wide variety, and you know, you could point to other polls that show that Premier Clark is ahead of those two gentlemen as well. So I think ultimately, you know, she has a very good track record of true leadership. I think we're seeing it right now with softwood and the position she's taking on that and other trade issues with the United States, and ultimately I think that does truly shine through on May 9th at the ballot box when it really counts.
Yeah, I would add as well that she has been the Premier for 6 years, and what comes with that, Peter knows this, he's been in elected life for 15 years, I've been doing it for 4. You have had to make some tough decisions. She has had to make some tough decisions, and so people are more aware of her. John Horgan's favorables are declining daily as people are becoming more acquainted with him and his his angry tendencies, how he connects with people. His favorables are declining, and I think that's natural. As more and more people become aware of the individuals, we'll see those numbers shift up and down throughout the rest of the campaign.
What do you think about the Green Party regionally? I know that they came out quite strong in the All Candidates Forum. Do you think that they could take away some votes?
Well, look. I think we're all proud that we live in a democracy where there is a multitude of different voices. I think it's terrific that we have voices from communist representatives through the NDP, the Green Party, and our party. Very different approaches. I think we all desire the same thing, and that's to make our communities better and make sure that people are looked after and so forth. But we have very different ways of getting there. And so I think in the interior and across the province, having the Green Party voice in the discussion is very healthy. I think it's very good. I think the two Green candidates in Kamloops have really added to the conversation in our two constituencies for sure.
Christy Clark in town yesterday, of course, a big announcement at TRU. Let's quickly talk about that. We don't have a lot of time, but it is a great announcement for TRU.
Well, it's something that I with Terry previously, now with Peter, we've been working on this for quite some time, and that's to move towards or implement a full-fledged engineering degree at TRU. So the first 2 years have been in place for quite some time. We announced yesterday that the funding will be put in place to add a third and a fourth year. So Kamloops students will be able to go to TRU and get a 4-year engineering degree in hardware, software, and electrical engineering. That is huge because the number one obstacle to continued growth for our technology sector in Kamloops is finding those highly skilled workers. Most of them that get trained in the first 2 years in Kamloops at TRU end up going on to UVic and UBC and others, and very few of them come back.
Exactly. We want to keep them here.
So this is about keeping our kids. Your son, my daughters,
totally.
Peter's kids, keeping them here in Kamloops.
Totally agree.
Right.
Okay, we're out of time, but quickly, 1 week to go. Peter, you're fighting a cold, but I have no doubt that's not going to slow you down too much.
No, actually, I leave here and go to a debate at the Senior Center in Brock right after this at 1 o'clock, and keep pushing through. Lots of events throughout the whole week, and this is the part of the campaign I like the most.
Okay, why?
Just because of that go, and it's 5-6 events a day, and really, I guess people are finally paying attention. I think that there's an election going on in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and so it's a really good way to get your message out there and contrast what the other parties are talking about as well.
You're hitting the seniors forum as well?
Yeah, well, no, the seniors forum is just a North Thompson candidates,
of course,
but like Pete, I'm out there basically from 7 in the morning until 8 or 9 at night, and a lot of door knocking, lots of meeting different organizations. I'll be meeting with lots of seniors over the next couple of days, as one example. I'm going to be out in Knutsford, for Savannah, Chase over the the coming days. So this is a part of the job that I really enjoy as well. It's connecting with people and understanding what issues really matter to them.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you the best of luck, both of you, as you finish up your campaigns for the last 7 days. We are out of time, but thank you for making the time for being here as well. We really appreciate that.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks,
All
Susan.
right. Twitter handles are on the screen. If you'd like to reach out, make contact with either Todd or Peter, you can certainly do that. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.